What's up? Welcome back for more Honkai Impactor. Today we're gonna do the Honkai Kingdoms. This came out last year and I didn't get to play it because I was so busy with grade 12 because it was COVID and a lot of work was need to be done. So and I didn't get much time to focus on this because I only focused on the main mission at that time. But this story is about the Teresa, Starlit Astrologist. So without any further ado, let's do this. Captain, after everything, we've ended up here. Kong Min. We've ended up here after everything. See? There she is. If the past remains unchanged, the present wouldn't look like this. But since we're seeing this present, it means the dead end in the past needs to be dealt with. So me from the future traveled back in time and changed your past. After 1 year, there is still no voiceovers. But yeah, I think in the Chinese server it does. They have voiceovers, but I don't think in other servers. So me from the future traveled back in time and changed your past. But if it's true, then what's this future me doing this particular moment? I have no idea. Checkmate. Disc. Oh, we can see the captain's face. Really? Time for you to start your journey, Captain. Well, I'll be right back. Oh, that glitch. Nice. Oh, that glitch. Nice. See you again in the distant past. Okay. See you again in the distant future. Great. Consciousness clear. Brain functions intact. Preparing for... Ouch! The very instant consciousness mapping went through, my head was pushed down violently. Drop your knees and kneel before Prince Kiana. Oh? The timing couldn't be worse. I'll just put up with it for now. Huh? What's wrong with your knees? Where are your usual manners? Guards, take him out and... Oh, that won't be necessary. Jackie? Yum. So delicious. This one is the best we have for the mission after all. Yeah, I didn't see this last year. Huh. I'm gonna lick my fingers now. The mission is too important to hand it to someone else at this point. As for the details, Jackie, will you fill you in? Will you fill you in? Prince, I'm the Imperial Mentor, and my name is Jackal. Please stop calling me Jackie. Yeah, I know. Come on, Jackie. Let's fill him in. Oh my, chop drop. Oh my, chop drop over. Alright. As Jackal. I turned to the advisor whose dog-faced mask blocked any inquiring eyes. The person in the portrait is the target. Maybe you knew her from your previous mission, but I need you to focus. She passed me the scroll. It's Princess Kongming? Huh? She's no longer a princess. She's a super... What? Usurper? I don't know. With a vile plan to steal the throne. She fled Moon Emberia trying to escape justice. She colluded with Councilor Rita and false-sided the late Emperor's decree. She will be held accountable for treason. Totodot. And your mission is to bring her back, dead or alive. Dead or alive? Yes, her corpse will also do. Dot. I look at the scroll one more time. Didn't know her reputation had plague to the bottom on this side. Plunge. I don't know, plague or plunged. Plunged, sorry. But The portrait gave me huge difficulties to connect her with an evil usurper. I think that's superior, but ha, ha. I couldn't help but snicker. I'd believe it if someone says it's the doodle from a 3-year-old. What? Do you have any problem with the Prince Master's portrait? Oh no, of course not. I was simply marveled at the wonderful painting techniques. Simple but elegant strokes, bold and vibrant colors, lifelike facial expression, an absolute masterpiece. Huh. Can't you say you're wrong? I folded the scroll and gave the advisor my most serious face. Well then, it will be done. I took my leave and exited the door. I had only taken a few steps before the person who'd been lurking outside emerged to block my way. Finally over? Was it Tesla Zero? Oh, there's been a bit of delay, but it's over now. How does it look? That good. The dog-faced advisor is a mean character. Well then, better get our mission started. The same night, outside the forest, north of Moon Umbria. Hey, Skipper, let's go over there. The plan was last time. And I'm saying this one last time. There's no need to go over that again. First of all, we'll run into the fortune teller for the first time in the forest. And we'll help her get through her hard time and ensure history happens the right way. Correct? Yeah. Looks like you know it all. Not at all. You told me everything except any of the details. Huh? Do you have a problem with my genius summary? For a summary that only includes the beginning and the end, I'd say it's well done. Ha! You're welcome. Burp. It's one of the fundamental qualities for an accomplished scientist. Hint. That's not a compliment. Doesn't matter. The trivial details are only a giant waste of time. And if we don't find her soon, she's gonna die in the woods. Time is running out. Yeah, that's what I mean. Besides, you know you're gonna step in her trap before seeing her, so you'd better get it over with. Right. Wait. What trap? Gravity gave me a hard kick and the next thing I knew was I fell into a trap. Come on, you could have given me a heads up. That couldn't be helped. It's part of the history. Huh? Very funny. Now pull me up quickly. Oh, wow. Them legs. You're pretty noisy for a bandit. Kong Ming? Curious. A bandit should know my name. I thought the best my trap could do was to catch an animal, but this is like hitting the jackpot. Mr. Assassin, I hope this is not your first day at work. Assassin? A misunderstanding. Shut up now. I don't believe a word you say. Confess. Where are your partners? ... Speak now and I can spare you, or I'll treat you to a basket of poisonous worms. Wait, I can explain. 3. I'm not assassin. 2. We're here to save you. 1. Hey, fortune teller, stop now. Finally, let me take a closer look at you, bandits. ... Mr. Assassin, I'm not a martial artist, but I've seen quite a few weapons. Nothing like your puppet weapon though. Puppet? No. Huh? Puppet? Are your eyes just for show? Right. No puppet should be able to talk, and the iron face do look quite mean. I'm item number 0 of the Dark Science Index, a masterpiece from a master scientist. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, sorry, I couldn't help it. Just curious about your face and bunny ears. Don't touch them. And Tearing them really hurts. Stop! Huh? Are they part of your body? Intriguing. You're unbelievable. Anyway, we're not bad guys. If we were assassins, you have died 10 times over. But we've been looking for you to protect you from evil forces. Huh, I see now. Oh, Miss Iron Fist, did it hurt when I tore this part off? Very well. After we get the trap guy out... Hold on. What did you just tear off? The next evening, deep in the forest. Crackling. Golden oil drops traveled across the slightly burned fish skin and fell into the fire with a burst of aroma. After a long day's trekking in the sea of woods, small treats like this can comfort both the body and the heart. This one is done. Wanna have a bite? Nah, you can have this poison fish to yourself. That. She didn't take the fish grill. I took a bite myself and handed it back. See? It's perfectly safe. I'm not a master cook, but I know how to handle ingredients properly. That. Thank you. After a long pause, she took the grill carefully and nipped gently at the other side of the fish. You want one too? Hyperion style. Super. I'm fine. Help yourself to some more. I'll take a stroll around these parts and maybe come back with more fish. Whisper. Are you going to take care of our follower? Yeah. She's been on our tail the whole day. Time to say hi, I guess. Need my help? No. You stay here and watch her. I'll be right back. Okay. Stay safe. Crackling. The crackling of burning branches sounded particularly loud in the awkward silence. While I was fumbling the words, Komi broke the terrible silence. Thank you for the grill, Mr. Assassin. Huh? You're welcome. How did it taste, by the way? To be honest, it's awful. Ouch! That. One side was overburned and the tail was still raw. I bet you're not a kitchen lover, Mr. Assassin. Aha, you got me. There was someone like you. Not much of a cook, but he tried hard to appear one. And he made dishes after dishes for me that tasted like death. Sometimes he would slip off the maids and took me fishing at the pond and cook the catch for me. Tastes terrible too. He must be someone important to you. He was my grandpa. Sorry. Why say sorry? He died for his empire and his people. I'm very proud of him. That. Sorry. But sometimes I do feel lonely. If this cursed beast did not exist. What beast? You've never heard before? Curses from another world that befall our world without any sign. When one of them comes, evil creatures flood the land and leave nothing behind their path. 3 years ago, Beast Yama came and took General Durandal and 300,000 soldiers to fend it off. Last month, Beast Amorphous showed up. Boom. What's that noise? Sounds like the wind. Right? What about this beast? Grandpa led 100,000 elite troops to fight Amorphous. It's a hard victory, and Grandpa was badly wounded. What? What's that again? Sounds like gas explosion. Gas? Biogas. Nothing serious. Where were we? That. In his deathbed, Grandpa passed the throne to me and the Empire's secret. The key to ending the chaos and suffering brought by the beast. Yama is the beast of Yin and Amorphous is the beast of chaos. In theory, there's also a beast of Yang. Oh. With my formation... Boom. Mr. Assassin, what's that noise really about? This is... Looks like you're having a pleasant little chat. Miss Iron Fist, did you hear some huge bangs? Ah, that's me fishing. Did I disturb you? As she spoke, she dumped 6 or 7 fresh fish on the ground before me. Skipper, go clean the fish up and have them grilled. I'm starving to death. Okay. Alright, I'm on it. I bent down, pretending to pick up the fish while getting close to whisper to her. Hey, what were you doing? That's a hell of a lot of noise. Couldn't help. She's tougher than I thought. I had to get serious. So, it's taken care of, right? Nah, I let her go. What? Pick up your drooping jaw. My 3 fish have no equals, but each can only cast ultimate once every month. I used to on her right now. I could have put her down, but I'd better save the last punch for now. Why I never heard about the 3 punches? I didn't thought I'd use 2 this early. Anyway, we only have 1 last punch, right? Yes, that's why you'll handle all the fight from now on, Skipper. Come on, don't troll all this on me. Mr. Assassin and Miss Iron Fist, what are you talking about? Ah, the fish. I was asking her where she fished this. They look much bigger than my catch. Start cooking this already. I'm not going to sleep with an empty stomach. Alright, I'll make sure there's enough for you, and some more. Heaven, water, mountain, and wind. Water in the north and fire in the south. Wait, I've seen the water, right? Yeah. Moist in the morning mist. Calming sweet voice brought me back from dreamland. Channel fire onto water and drop into lake. As I struggled to open my sleepy eyes, I saw Calming stroking on the grass with incomprehensible mumble. Morning, princess. Is this your morning exercise? Calming paid me no heed. If you're praying for rain, don't bother. I can ask T2. Nonsense. It's a fire in water formation. Fire in water? Sigh. You don't know any formation and you can spot a trap? I wonder how are you making a living as an assassin. Yama is of pure yin and Amorphous stands for chaos. There has to be a beast of yang that releases fire but fears water. Okay, I see. You plan to lure the young beast to the abyssal altar for a better chance. Why would you know the abyssal altar? Huh? It's just hearsay. Nonsense. It's a top secret protected from common people. Who are you exactly? Ta-ta-ta. Oh, slip of the tongue. Speak up now. I don't have time for your little game. The 7-star formation is not yet fully developed. I need to head to the Aster Shrine not far from here to prepare. Hold on. Huh? Don't try to avoid the subject. You can hear about my background and what I know about your plan later. But I believe it's time for our friend behind the tree to come out and say hello. What? That. Apologies. I didn't mean to pry, but I hate to interrupt your conversation. Please forgive my intrusion. Hokushin Mei? My uncle's samurai? You know her? I met her at an Imperial a while back. She is known for Hakushin Nitoryu, a deadly art of dual swords. Your Highness knows my name? That's an honor. Your Highness should know my purpose, too. Please allow me to escort your Highness back to the Prince. The Prince? Is she also sent by Jackal to kill Kongming? What if I say no? I was told to bring your Highness back, dead or alive. Please don't make this hard for me. The samurai had her hands resting gently on her dual swords. That. Looks like we'll have to settle our difference the hard way. A pity that we should disturb the peaceful birds in the forest. Wait! It's the second time you've interrupted me today. Don't make it a habit. Please leave the fight to me. Huh? I have to admire your blind confidence. For a rookie assassin who just fell into an obvious trap, I've done quite a bit of research on Hokushin sword art, and with tea around, I'd have a decent chance. Besides, you must be tired from the early rising. By the way, where's tea? Still asleep? Well, about that, huh? I I tore down some of her parts while she's sleeping, but I couldn't seem to put them back in place. That. Why does it matter? I was just being curious. Or is it that you have no chance without her? A slimmer chance, but no need to be desperate. I need a small favor from you though. What favor? You said she was the successor of Hokushin Nitorior, right? Yes. It may be a little bit different from the Hokushin sword art, I know, which is bad news. And I don't have a suitable weapon. If you can supply one, there's still hope. This, an assassin without a weapon, like a tiger without teeth. I keep saying I'm not an assassin. It's a misunderstanding. I'll try to stall her while you find me a weapon. That won't be necessary. Eh? I'll get you a weapon within 3 breaths. Commentong a step closer to Hokushin Mei. So what will it be, your highness? Hokushin Mei, have you not sworn allegiance to my uncle? I have, with utmost honor. Swinging swords at someone defenseless as me makes you a murderous bandit. It's a disgrace to my uncle. I'm merely carrying out the order, and... Excuses. You might as well hand one of your swords to my guard, and I'd go with you quietly if he fails to defend me. Is it true? May thought for a brief moment before she briskly unfastened a sword and tossed it right before me. A samurai does not butcher the defenseless. Now that your highness guard has my weapon, please honor the promise. I shall. Well, please pick up the sword now, guard. That's impressive, Princess Komi. But are you sure you wanna do this? Why? In the unlikely event that I lost, it'd be taken away. Huh. Am I supposed to trust my guard with my life? Am I not? Okay. Where's your bloated confidence now, Mr. Assassin? For the last time, Enough talk. I've helped you with the weapon. Now it's your time to deliver. That. I picked up the sword, unsheathed it, and studied it carefully. A fine sword with a cold, blood-chilling sheen. The blade looked effortlessly sharp. May I have your name before the battle? I'm only a boat master. You don't have to know my name. Well, my name is Hokushin Mei. Bring it. The next instant, I felt a freezing wind swept by my left side, followed by a clang and clash sword. Clink. It took me a moment to find out that my muscles acted before my head and helped me block the fatal strike. And now my hand and even my whole arm were shuddering uncontrollably from the shock. Hey, are you okay, Mr. Assassin? I'm fine. Hokushin Nitorior is no joke. Huh? You know my moves? I guess you're not nobody after all. The next attack came before she finished her words, but I was better prepared and saw it clearly. It came for my heart with the speed of lightning, too late to block. Without a better choice, I had to throw myself to the right and guard my left body with the sword. Another clang. Her blade hit mine and was slightly deflected. Struggling to regain my balance from the dodging, I found my left chest burning with pain. Mr. Assassin! Turned out I managed to avoid the vitals, but the blade still found my left chest and slashed my skin open. I looked to Kong Ming, whose fan-holding hand was gently shivering, maybe out of fear or concern for me. Had the blade traveled an inch more to the right, I'd be drawn in my blood puddle now. But this narrow escape of death gave me a silver lining. Mr. Boatmaster, a samurai does not butcher the surrendered either. Yield now and you'll be spared. Haha, Hokushin Nitorio is always terrified, no matter how many times you face it. Huh? I cannot recall fighting you before. Oh, don't mind me, I'm just babbling. The chest pain was still biting me, but a winning plan took shape in my head. I guess you're not surrendering it. Well then. Seeing the previous thrust work, May dashed at me with another thrust. The moment I saw her feet move, I began to lean to my right and swing my sword at her left. Failing to anticipate my reaction, May lost her focus and very soon she lost her balance to dodge my blade. But before I could twist my wrist and follow up on her, she pulled herself away swiftly. That was just as I expected. What? You've grown too comfortable with your dual swords. What do you mean? Your habit has led to reliance, and reliance is your weakness. Having watched two of her thrusts in close range, I was warming up to the trick and finally seized the initiative. Put my weight on the front on the feet, stay in balance, curl the wrist of my sword hand, and aim at her left. Clank. My strike was blocked, but I also sensed hesitation in her. Hokushin Nitorio, one sword to attack and the other to defend. You always attack with your right hand and defend with your left. Dot dot dot. Now that you've given me one of your swords, you don't quite feel at ease, which is evident in your balance, or imbalance. Huh, did you find out from the second attack? Yes, your left was clearly imbalanced. On any other day, you'd have blocked me with your left-hand sword. Your muscle memory kicked in and got in the way. My thrust right now just confirmed my theory. Your right hand was rigid and couldn't put up solid defense. If we were on the battlefield, I had beaten the dust long ago. But here and now, I need every edge to win. Huh, everything can happen in the battle. I can't blame you. May took a deep breath and resumed her posture. It's an honor to fight you today. We'll know who is the better samurai in the next move. Exactly. They had both learned what their opponents was capable of, and the next round would decide the winner. Da-da-da. Ha! A mighty blow of earth-shaking momentum, with her left hand weakness perfectly concealed, May gave it all. But apparently my word had cast a shadow of doubt on her mind. Her footwork became slow and hesitant, which meant clack. This time the clash brought a deciding tone of finale. Huh? Her sword was broken? On the grass not far lay on the other half of the broken sword. I don't know if I'm being a robot. Never mind. May had nothing but a stump of a sword in her hand. Dot. I lost. Oh, sorry about your sword. May lifted her hand to stop me talking. I've been wandering blindly on the way of ninjutsu, and this is what I deserve. I defeat for an opportunity to open up a new door of ninjutsu training. Is a good deal to me. Well, what about the princess? I lost fairly and squarely, and that's the end of it. I sheathed the borrowed sword and handed it back to me. Your Highness. What? Your Highness has an impressive guard. Huh, that's for sure. Dot. Farewell then. Huh? You sure you don't want me to fix your sword? I can wake up tea and she'll restore it good as new in an instant. No need. A broken sword cannot be reforged. The same way a dead man cannot be brought back to life. Mr. Boatmaster? Huh? I look very much forward to sparring with you again in the future. Next time, expect Hokushin Itorio. I feel the same. Dot. It's maybe not my place to say, but please indulge me. Huh? Your Highness, please keep an eye on Imperial Mentor Jackal. She's been scheming behind the prince for a long time. I'm not so ignorant as to need advice of an enemy. What? I won't bother your highness with more of my gibberish. I'll be on my way. May took off towards the depth of the woods and soon faded in our sight. Phew! That's a little bit heavy for morning exercise. Wake up, T now. We should get go. A sudden and overwhelmed soreness shot up from my leg. Mr. Assassin, it's blood. This much blood. I faintly felt the calling of someone near my ear, with the soothing smell of a fragrant sponge. But my eyelids couldn't fight the fatigue. Darkness. Darkness that reminded me of the past. In the same darkness, I had searched for someone, chased after someone. It's a heartbreaking memory. No, not just my heart, my head, legs, and everywhere were giving me hell. Ugh! The excruciating pain wrenched me out of the coma, and the bright sky almost blinded me. Ouch! It hurts! Shut up! Stop whining! This herb can work wonders. I had to chew it into smash to apply to your wound. You've no idea how bitter it is. You could hear the grumbling of a young girl. Kongming, don't talk. You were badly hurt, but I'll patch you up in a minute. Kongming carefully rolled a silk cloth around my wound, and occasionally her cold fingers touched my skin. I looked closer and found sweet drops seeping from her forehead, and her ornate cuffs stained with dirt and blood. Sorry to have you worried. You're a joke. Fell into the trap, got stabbed by sword, and couldn't even cook fish. A farmer's life suits you much better. Ow! Kongming's words were fast and furious, but her hands were slow and soft. Done. Thank you. Huh? Kongming was clearly still mad at me. We're even now. Huh? You saved me and I saved you. Even. Oh, you were saying the duel with Miss Hokushin? We should probably leave here now. Besides, the jackal Miss Hokushin mentioned sounds really dangerous. Kongming, wake up T and we'll hit the road. Oh, you don't know how to put the parts back, right? No way. Eh? That. I made a mess of her. She's going to be mad at me. Yeah, that sounds like her. But you have to own up to your mistakes. Stop it! I'll wake her up now. Okay. A few minutes later. Yawn. It's morning already? Good morning, Miss Arnfist. How did you sleep last night? Huh? What's that weird smile on your face? Anything you would like for breakfast? And I can give you a wonderful massage to start your day in a refreshing way. Just Skipper. What's wrong with her? She's all of a sudden... Hey Skipper, what's with that blood on you? Wait. I've been offline for 10 hours, 7 minutes? I have some urgent business to... Damn you, fortune teller! Afternoon, the same day. Lobby of a tavern, Aster Shrine. Hey! Anyway, hey! I've got a big secret to share with you guys. Yo, you found some new way to make dough? Cut us in already. I'm not sure if it's solid, but 2 days ago, when I was relieving myself in a street corner in Moonembria, and... Let me finish. When I was dumping my load, I heard 2 people mumbling. They said the princess was missing. Hush! It's serious business in the Imperial Court. Perhaps the fastest way to get us killed. Yeah. Let's drink some more and forget this nonsense. With the clanging of goblets, the chat was soon buried in the noisy tavern. But some listeners couldn't let it go and became deeply concerned. Worry not, Mr. Assassin. I know what's on your mind. Assertion sits on the only pass to the West Realm, and this tavern caters for hundreds of travelers every day. If we take down these low drunkards here and now, everyone will know about it in 3 days. But if we pretend we didn't hear it, the rumor will soon be forgotten and gone with the wind. No, what I mean to say is, T, huh? Fortune teller, are you done with me yet? You've been meddling with my body parts since, I don't know how long ago. It's been 3 days since we first met, Miss Iron Fist. Please be still. I'd like to study this structure more. Wait, don't touch that. Uh-oh. It's too late. With the button push, a red beam flashed out. With a huge boom, the front door of the tavern was blasted to wood chips. My laser launcher! Tatatat. Ah, I've done it. You almost dismantled me last night, and now you this? Skipper, can I spank her? I really need this. I was just being curious. Well, I'm just returning your favor. Come on, before you get into a fight, you should probably pay damages for the door. That won't be necessary. I only wish none of you were spook. Who are you? I'm Yai, the owner of this tavern. The door was rammed by a waiter a few days ago, and I should have it replaced then, so please don't mind it. Sorry, Miss Yai. Don't be. This tavern is a place to make friends, not foes. Please just let it go. Right, your order is ready now. Hakuchu maru swimming in vinegar, cabbage and pork belly, and fried hegochu maru. And our special spirit, Emerald Fairy. Please enjoy. Come again? Did we order this? It's a special treat on the house. We'd appreciate your feedback on the taste. We'd love to hear how much you like it. Wine tasting? You've got just the one. Come on, fill me up already. Much obliged, Miss Yae. I'd like a taste too. Sorry, Miss Kongming. You have yet to come to legal age. Please have some special tea I prepared for you. Tatatad. The wine has a rich taste, and the emerald color looks very inviting. Boom! Another beam came out and claimed everything on the dinner table. Tatatad. Ah! Enough is enough. I can sort of understand the fortune teller's urge. But what's your problem? Sorry, my hand slipped. That. Please don't worry, I'll have the kitchen cook the dishes again. Huh, I'm done. Take me to your most expensive room here. I'm turning in for the day. Of course, please follow me. Oh, that is weird. Late night. Tavern kitchen. Excuse me. Sorry, we are closed. Please come back tomorrow. Tomorrow? Will I able to find you tomorrow, Miss Yae? I didn't catch your meaning, dear guest. We never called Coming by her name, but somehow you address her properly without ever meeting her. You know too much, Miss Yae. That. Oh, got you! A clinch plot twist in third-class detective stories. Never thought I'd see it happen in real life. Why? Huh? So I was compromised from the beginning. But why didn't you kill me then? Because this tavern is a place to make friends, not foes. Besides, you served me anti-poison wine, but you spared Kong Ming, which meant you harbored no ill intentions for her. I don't think you're an enemy. But I'm not sure you're a friend. You're if you give up the plan to take her away from me. In that case, Mr. God, you're my enemy. Grand Chancellor commanded me to escort the princess back to Moon Umbria. I'd hate to say you get in the way. And speaking of this, we're probably not enemies either. Huh? Coming is not a reckless runaway. She knows what she's up against and what she needs to do. And our mission to ensure she stays safe before she reaches the end. That. After that, if she wants to return to Moon Umbria, we'll send her back if she wants to roam the world. If that happens, I'd be sure to take her from you and bring her back to the Grand Chancellor. That. So, Miss Yai, are we in agreement? For now at least? For now. You appear sincere. You appear sincere, but you could very well be your disguise. That. But now that the princess had chosen to trust you, I believe you. For now. Huh? What do you mean? She trusts me? The silk around your leg. It's tribute from the western countries, woven into the only one dress in the empire. The princess doesn't do that for just anyone. That's reason enough for me. Kongming. However, do expect me to report this to the Grand Chancellor if she opposes you. I have no other choice but to take my life when you see me again. Not a good idea. Well, that's beyond my pay grade. Alright, it's very late now. You should return to your room before Princess suspects. Yeah, you're right. A shuriken swooshed by my hair and stabbed into the wall. Leaving already? None of you is walking out of here alive. Leaving already? None of you is walking out of here alive. Who is it? Swoosh. 3 more shurikens answered my question. I had to leap backwards to dodge them. Too slow. A dark figure emerged before me, along with 5 iron claws. It's Raven. Step aside, Yai. It's not your turn to die yet. Before I knew it, Yai was already between me and the girl in black. Her daggers prevented me from certain death. Raven, why are you here? You know why? You know each other, Miss Yai? Raven is hired blade who never misses. I met her during a mission in the past. That's an understatement. You took very good care of me when we last met. I can say the same. Before her sword settled, Yai struck backhandedly with the hilt, which was narrowly blocked by Raven's left talon. Tusk, you've improved. And you have it. That. Hear me out. I have a proposition to make. A deal? That's right, a deal. The girl named Kongming, someone will pay 100,000 gold coins for her cute little head. And I know she is here. We can split the money 50-50. Only need you to say yes. 50,000. Very tempting. The fuck? No! That. While they talked, I was surveying every inch of the surrounding, looking for a weapon I could see. It's got to be a 2 versus 1 fight, but I wasn't sure I'd be outnumbering or outnumbered. Think about it, Yai. More coins that you ever have earned from your petty missions. It's falling into your lap. All you need to do is stand by. Sounds like an offer I can't refuse. But Raven, who is your client? Is he good for the money? That. In our trade, we don't tell. You know that. But just to convince you, I'd break the rules once today. It's Prince Kiana. What did you say? 5 days ago, his counselor found me and fronted me 10,000 coins in exchange for the girl's life. Here, this is a token the counselor gave me. A keepsake from the prince. Raven took out a golden token and tossed it on the ground before us. It belongs to the prince, no doubt. You have very reason to believe me. For the imperial family, 100,000 is perhaps just pocket money. I see. That. Prince Kiana means to harm Princess Kongming. I'd be sure to report it to the Grand Chancellor. Huh? What? You really think I'd agree to your 50 deal? As an Anbu ninja, I walk into the shadow, but there's always light in my heart. Raven, sorry you asked the wrong person. Haha, wonderful. So you're a guardian of light. Well, I hope you find your righteous light in hell, where you soon be. The tension was soon mounting up to a point where a clash was imminent. Oh, so yeah, I was gathering informations. Okay. Give me a break, people. Stop yelling in the middle of the night. No food and no sleep. You trying to kill me? Huh? Tea? Skipper, I knew it's you. What the heck are you doing this late? Late night workout? It's you. Why are you here? Yo, you're here too? One more of my sweet punches or what? Okay. You two know each other? Huh? Didn't I tell you? Last night in the woods. Oh, okay. Last night on a tree deep in the forest. Having followed the group along the way, Raven was hiding in a tree and observing the two with the bonfire. But she didn't realize someone had sneaked behind her back. Hey, who is there? Phew, just a puppet. Puppet? Look again. Huh? Realizing something was off, Raven leaped off the branch only to be closely followed by T. Never mind. People from your age know very little about high tech. I'd forgive your puppet this time. Now listen carefully. I'm item number 0 of the Dark Science Index, a masterpiece from a master scientist. Clang. Raven didn't wait her to finish to charge at her with her iron talons, which ran into T's iron fist. What's going on? Hey, Ladybird, did anyone tell you not to interrupt intro lines? Well, you hit me first and that leaves me no choice. Take my nuclear haymaker. What? Okay. Raven knew it's a hard blow and posed to protect her vital with her talons. But the punch sent her flying and she crash-landed meters away with shattered talons all over the place. Ugh. Ugh. What is it really? Huh? You're still breathing? You make a pretty good punching a good punching bag, you know. Who are you? You interrupted my intro lines and now you want to know? The answer is another nuclear haymaker! Aww. Another bone-crushing punch, but instead of Raven's bones, it only found a massive crater many feet deep. That. This Ladybird runs better than she fights. Don't come any close. Come on. Last time I checked, you started the fight, and you've been following us for a whole day. Tell us why. Besides, you made me miss my punch, which is not cool. The last nuclear curses. I'd repay your favor 10 times over the next time we meet. Hey, stop right there. Boom. Raven took out a ball and flung it onto the ground before the punch landed. A storm of smoke burst out, and when it slowly dispersed, Raven was nowhere to be found. That. You freak! I'm not afraid of you. Shit, sorry. What does that have to do with you getting good old punches? That. Trespassing on private property, and I clearly remember you threatening my life yesterday, right? I didn't. Makes no difference now. I'm giving you a discount and letting you walk away with only 10 punches. Okay. T, don't hurt her too bad. Hey, I said stay away from me. Come on, Ladybird, wake up now. I didn't even throw my first punch. That. Maybe that's what they call frightened to death. Didn't know you were such a good fighter, dear guest. You bet I am. Huh? What's with the swords on you? These are the kitchen knives from my great-grandfather. I was preparing late-night food for these guests here before this. Why don't you return to your rooms and wait for a while before I tie this stiff lady up and serve you food? Works for me. Thank you, Miss Yai. You're welcome. Alright, Skipper, let's return to our rooms. The fortune teller was all tears when she woke up and found you gone. Oh? Oh? That. I'll lock her in the dry well and deal with her later after the princess. She headed to the kitchen, thinking about how to handle Raven before the kitchen door creaked open. Ahem. Dear guest, are you looking for food too? Please be patient while I drop the act. Yeah, I heard everything. Please forgive me, Your Highness. You're not to blame. Besides, I have a favor to ask of you. Please elaborate. We'll leave tomorrow before that, please. The next morning. Oh. Princess, should we deploy the 7-star formation today? Simpleton, I finished the formation last night while you were busy disappearing. You took an oath to protect me, but why did you run from your duty last night? Shit. Never mind. Your negligence is kindly forgiven. Thank you. So, next we're going to the 100 Heights to the west. The epicenter of my next formation. We can make it there before sunset if we hurry. So what's the hold up? Let's get going. Hold, dear guest. Miss Yae? Here are the sakura cakes you asked for. Miss, I packaged them for you. They're handly bites on the road. Thank you. You ordered this? Fortune teller? I don't remember you like this. Huh? You've been prying into my preference? How rude. Better turn your guilt into strength for the road. Let's go, assassin. Godspeed, dear guests. Evening that night, near 100 Heights. 112, 113, 114. What are you counting? The number of weapons in the sand. 115, 116. Shoot! That one was buried by the sun. Where was I? Forget it. It's beyond counting. Huh? 3 years ago, 300,000 warriors shed their hot blood here to slay Yama and protect the realm. Those who died, their souls and their weapons were left here in the ocean of sand to continue their protection. I pressed enter by accident. She bent to spoon a handful of sand and watched the wind took every grain away. Fortune teller, I don't feel like interrupting your sentimental moment, but it can't be helped. Huh? Someone is approaching from the deserted castle. In the boundless and isolated plain, a small dot emerged on the horizon and soon became a galloping charger. Durandal has been waiting, Your Highness. Of course you're. But I wonder if you're here to protect me or to take my life. I'm here to escort Your Highness safely back to Camp Muso, and that's my sole purpose. Oh. What if I say no to your kind escort? Then I'll have to beg Your Highness for forgiveness. Durandal tugged the rein and charged at Kongming. Wait! General Durandal! Step aside, nameless guard. Durandal greeted me with a swift lance thrust aimed at my heart. Dash it or take it. The choice was already made before I stepped between her and Kongming. Clegg. What? The lance did find my chest, but it failed to penetrate. Instead, a metallic clunk was heard. My heart was still beating, but my body didn't take the shock very well. I had to act tough though. General Durandal, please hear me out. Iron armor? Interesting. Huh? I'll find out how many more you can take. Hold on! Oh! Another simply thrust, only this time it landed on my shoulder and went in. That's not the plan. My blood welled from the wound, and the sharp pain took away my vision and other senses. In the twilight zone of consciousness and coma, I thought I saw her pressing my wound and shouting my name in tears. But I didn't have even the slightest strength to comfort her. Where am I? I woke up and found myself in a very strange setting. Strange ceiling, strange room, and strange everything. The faintness from blood loss and the shoulder agony reminded me it's not a dream. It's the landlady's camp. Skipper, you've been out for 22 hours. Wonder you're still breathing. Okay, right. Where's Kongming? Relax, she's also in the camp and being taken good care of. A million times better than your sorry status. Oh, ouch. I think I owe my sorry status to you. Huh? How the heck would I know the landlady didn't follow the script? Last time she only hit you once, and I told you the spot so you could pad an iron plate beforehand. Okay. Oh, I wanna know what to do without you. Who thought she follow up with one more? The bright side is she miss your vital parts and you'll survive. Huh. If I didn't waste 2 punches on Ladybird, I'd truly crush. Ahem. What is it? Excuse me, Princess Coming's guard. General Durandal summons you. Holy shit, that beauty. A moment later, the center tent of Camp Muso. We don't serve wine here, so we'll have to make do with tea. That. Where's the princess? Don't worry, she's somewhere safe. How can I trust you? You don't have a choice. Well, I beg to differ. Your wound is fresh. I'd advise you against anything rash. Tusk. General Durandal, what is your agenda? Just to fulfill my duty. The late Emperor's decree dictates the princess take the throne, and we shall make sure it happens no matter what. But she's young and unprepared, at least for the time being. Before she's ready, I shall. Ha 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 ha. That's so funny. And I thought you were more than a military strong woman. Guess I was strong. I was wrong. Shit. Yes, you're loyal to the crown, but you have ridiculous little knowledge of your future liege. What does that mean? Right, she's still young, but so what? She's ready to take the empire on her shoulders and she's fighting for it. Nonsense. If she is, why would she run from Mount Embria and abandon her court? Her people. Is this your idea of reigning? Sitting on the throne and lifting fingers to give out orders? When the beasts return, would you and your soldiers die for such an empress who's never been to the front line? Oh, she looked at me. The princess always knows what she needs to do. The biggest threat of the empire are the diabolical beasts. And she's doing everything she can to permanently seal the last of the beasts for the safety of the empire. Ridiculous. When beasts came, it took thousands of warriors spilling their blood to keep the empire alive. The princess is surely gifted, no doubt, but sealing the beast permanently is beyond her power. If you think she can't do it alone, why don't you lend her your strength to better the odds? To believe in your empress conviction, that's the true meaning of loyalty, right? Oh, he got him. He got her. Shit. If your mind stays unchanged, I'd have no choice but to fight you and... Wait! Huh? The tent curtain was suddenly and violently tugged open. Before I knew, her feather fan had struck my head and dealt tons of damage. You have wit? You just put a hole in your shoulder yesterday and you can't wait for more now? Princess? General, what's going on here? As you can see, the princess has been here all along. After dressing your wound yesterday, I told the general my plan. Rigid as hell, she had to ask about every single detail through and through, so we didn't finish until sunrise. The matter is of utmost importance. Please forgive my cautiousness, Your Highness. Shit. Wait, so General Durandal knew her plan? Yes. But what was that conversation about? Conversation siya. This is a trial and nothing more. You've proven yourself. Maybe you're not fighting for the Empire, but you're certainly fighting for the princess. Shut up! But what if I gave up on her just now? Then the ocean of sand will be home to one more corpse. Ah! No! that. Sorry, General, for the misunderstanding. No need. You are yet to recover from the wound. You need more rest. I'll have the convoy ready, and we'll leave tomorrow to fulfill the formation. No, General. You should remain here. Why is that, Your Highness? My formation serves two purposes. One is to seal the beast, and the other is to bait it into our world. I can draw the beast underwater for a better chance, but I'm not sure if other vile creatures would follow. This is where Yamad ended, where yin and yang clash. If the beast comes, this place will be the first to suffer. So, General Durandal, it would put my heart at ease if you're stationed here when the beast descends. But what, General? I thought you made up your mind to trust me and my guard. That. Understood. The next day, north of Camp Muso and near Fellwind Spire, a wagon was speeding across the desert, stirring up thick strands of smoke. After Camp Muso, we rode the wagon heading to the last epicenter of the formation. As I was healing from the wound, T had to me to drive the wagon. Ow! It hurts! This, for an assassin, the amount of pain you can take is pathetic. Ouch, princess. Easy. A princess is dressing your wound with her own hands. Where are your gratefulness and appreciation? Thank you! Never mind. Seeing that you were wounded to protect me, I'd forgive you this time. Ow! Super hurty! With a hard break, combing tottered and fell upon me, and the bandage with ointment in her hand hit my wound with uncanny precision. What's going on? Hey, skipper. We're surrounded. Huh? We got off the wagon and saw thousands of armed soldiers in an assault formation. Under the banner, the two commanders wore white armor and helmets, and one had a dog face mask on. This very bad timing. They came for us themselves. T, do we have a shot? They outnumber us too much. Gonna be hard. Don't panic, I'll handle it. With deafening drum beats, the mass leader came forward. Am I addressing Coming the usurper? What? Usurper? Jackal, last time we met, you still had your mind. Nonsense. Your traitorous plan has been exposed by Prince Kiana, and you shall face judgment soon. Huh? My traitorous plan? I'd love to hear it. The imperial law dictates that the crown prince should take the throne to succeed the deceased emperor. Unfortunately, the crown prince passed away in his prime, and that leaves the claim to the throne to Prince Kiana. But you disgraced the late emperor and colluded with Chancellor to steal the throne with a fabricated decree. You betrayed your grandfather and forsook your filial duty. I don't know. You betrayed your new emperor and forsook your loyalty. Prince Kiana saw through your treacherous heart and rallied the loyal and the brave to restore justice and order. Nah, I did nothing. It's all Jackie's idea. That. Traitor, if there is an ounce of heart left in you, you should renounce your transgressions and repent your sins. But should you intend to put up a desperate fight, your fate will end in miseries and sufferings. Ha, Jackal, I see you're hopelessly drowned in your self-righteous fantasy. As the Imperial Mentor, your deranged and delusional words put your status to shame. If I did forge the decree to steal the throne, why would I leave Monembria and put myself in danger? Um, since Yama, I've been studying how to seal the beast, and Chancellor Rita also have given her all for the Empire. In the face of imminent danger, what have you and my uncle done to keep the Empire from falling apart? 5 years ago, my grandfather saved your life from the ruins. He later gave you fortune, fame, and everything. Now the Empire is one step from hell, and you're repaying my grandfather's kindness by betrayal and lunacy? You, Kongming! You! Shut up, you faithless and shameless clown. You've turned your back on everything, just insane. I wonder what my grandfather would say to you if he was alive. Kongming! You! Well, I can't bring him back to life, but I certainly can send you to the underground world so you can talk to him. You two can watch me raid the Empire in hell. Warriors of Whiteheim, charge! 10,000 gold coins for whoever takes down the lying traitor. Princess, take care. This, you finally revealed your true colors. Well, about time for some workout. Silence. The soldiers look at each other lost and confused, but no one moved. Did you moron not hear me? Charge now. Take down the traitor. Jackie, maybe it's time to stop. Huh? Shit. Did you not hear yourself? I said, huh? When you think victory is in your hand, you can see your mask is dropping. The soldiers won't listen to you anymore. Jackie, you disappointed me hugely. Prince, what is this? Still in the dark? Jackal, your every move is in my plan. What? I know you'd stage a coup sooner or later the very moment Grandpa died. But you've always hidden your tracks well and I couldn't find any hard proof. So I told my uncle to play along and wait for the moment you expose yourself. Prince, you knew along? Oh, yeah. Playing dumb isn't that hard. I just turned on my vacation mode and let Jackie dig up her own grave. Jackal, you've lost. Thousands of souls here heard your treacherous confession. Jackal was frozen as if enchanted all this while. Even when carried away by the soldiers, she still couldn't seem to take in what just went down. Ha! No wonder Father favored you the most. Everything worked as you planned. And my carefree and cheerful uncle hasn't changed a bit. Tatatat. They remained silent as memory took them back to the good old days. My dear niece, you still don't plan to return? The Empire needs you. The Empire needs me more to seal the beast now, and after that, maybe I will return. Tatatat. I believe in you, because you're the smartest in the Empire. Just follow your own plan. Without any hesitation, the prince turned the horse around and shouted, Return! The soldiers acted in unison and returned around to march back. It's a rough road ahead. Take care and be safe, dear niece. I will, Uncle Kiana. Okay! A few words were enough to voice their care for each other. Very soon, Kiana became one of the cluster of small dots. The next evening, near Riverdale. Crackling. If not for the crackling of the burning twigs, it was perfectly silent. Combing was not far from the fire, deploying the last epicenter, and T maintaining her iron fist one last time. Crackling. The fire grew weak, so I picked up a twig and threw it in. Skipper, why did you throw it in a twig? It freaked me out, and I almost hit the self-destruction button. I doubt there's really a button for that. Sakura cakes from Kongming taste good. Want some? I'm not hungry. Have them yourself. Listen to me. T? Huh? You You absolutely have to be here. Yeah, it's already written in history. There's absolutely no way around it. Well, you'd be the first to know if there is, right? Yeah, that's true. That. If you if you feel sorry, just buy me a drink next time you see me. Come on. Would you remember this when I see you again? Well, no, but that can't be helped. That. Right. Why isn't the fortune teller back yet? Skipper, you should check on her. You're not coming along? No. Plenty of time for me to look at her long face later. I can use the break now. Oh, alright. I'll be right back. I'll be right. I groped my way in this dark forest, following the footsteps of Kongming. Maybe it was because of the quietness. A recollection of my past suddenly popped up in my head. It was also a dark night. I was following her footprints into unknown darkness just like this. I had walked for so long, long enough for myself to forget why I kept moving. It was a ray of light that guided me out of the darkness. A gentle, warm gleam. Just like this moment, so beautiful. Hey, let's enjoy this moment, guys. Okay, moment over. Fuck you. Beautiful, isn't it? It is a pity that I don't have enough materials on me to make another sky lantern. In the past, every Mid-Autumn festival, Grandpa would always make 99 sky lanterns with me to fly at midnight. Grandpa told me, though Granny passed away early, she never left. She became a star in the sky, my guardian star. So every Mid-Autumn, the day for family reunion, we put our love into the sky lanterns and send them to Grandma. At. I told Grandpa the sky lanterns couldn't fly far enough to reach the stars, but he always believed that the sky lanterns could take our love to Grandma. Love will carry them far up to reach the one dearly missed. He always believed so. It will. Eh? Even if a sky lantern could not reach the stars, the feelings it carries will definitely reach somewhere further. At. But even so, Mr. Assassin, I don't suppose my feeling could reach your place through this lantern. What? Eh? After all, it's in the future that I cannot reach. At. You should see the look on your face. Ha! I suppose I figured out myself. Sorry. Why apologize, Mr. Assassin? If it wasn't for you, I'd have died in the woods. At. No, I won't let that happen. But it was supposed to have happened, right? Oh, I think she knew! For me, it would not be the perfect story, but it's... I said I won't let it. I know, Mr. Assassin. I always knew. I know you are that kind of person, Mr. Assassin. Perhaps even you never notice for yourself, but there is always traces of determined persistence in your eyes. The kind of eyes of those who have lost what they cherish and struggled hopelessly for it. Which is also the most reassuring thing for me. No matter how bad the situation was, you always stood by me, believed in me, and protected me. Even on that day, when you were facing General Durandal, you risked your own life. But you stopped me anyway. Of course, you think I'd just stand by and watch you die? Well, you never know. I might have one if you didn't. All of a sudden, I was struck by an intense feeling of dizziness. My vision blurred and my legs went limp. I finally fell down like a rag doll. Ha! It's finally working. What? That night at the tavern, I asked Miss Yae to make some sakura cake with knockout drops. What you just... why, Kongming? To protect you, I meant to protect. Huh? The epicenter of the formation has been formed. The beast will emerge at the abyssal altar tomorrow noon. No matter what perils await, I have to seal the beast to keep my people safe. It's burden of the crown. But it's not yours, Mr. Assassin. You and Miss Ironfist are not from this world. I would not and could not put you in harm's way. So, Mr. Assassin, please have a good night's sleep here. If I return safely tomorrow, you stop that nonsense and help me. It's not nonsense, Mr. Assassin. Sealing that beast is to fulfill the Empress' duty, and protecting you is to fulfill Kongming's duty. Damn it! T! Miss Ironfist should be asleep too. Huh? Before we came here, I did something to her and gave her a good night's sleep as well. You walked straight into my trap again, Mr. Assassin. Hold on, Kongming. You can't do this all by yourself, Mr. Assassin. I assume in your world, I'd have become one of the stars in the sky. After you've returned to the future, Mr. Assassin, if you still remember me, if you still do, please fly a sky lantern for me, like we did tonight. Wait! Farewell, Mr. Assassin. This is the ancient altar deep under the sea, just like what Grandma had told me. In the ancient altar, the young maiden roam alone and stop once in a while. Strange text. How old is this altar? Who built it? And for what purpose? The girl stopped at the feet of the majestic colossal and looked up. She saw an azure ocean that resembled the sky. And what enables the bubble that is shielding this altar? I really want to look into all the ancient creation here, but now is not the time. Now I must. The girl's self-talk was abruptly interrupted by what she saw. The space above the colossal was invisible, distorting and tearing up. Scorching air waves spewed out the cracks, knocking the girl to the other side of the altar before she knew it. Suddenly, a giant claw snapped out of the crack and slapped right on the head of the Colossus. The distortion of space intensified after the giant claw appeared. Soon, the beast revealed itself completely. It stood on the Colossus, proudly yet carefully observing its surroundings, and the only human before it? Feels like one of my ribs is broken. The severe pain almost crushed the girl. It's been a long time since she was this badly injured. Mr. Assassin. That's right. It was him who had been standing before her all this time, taking all the pain for her. A throbbing pain struck the girl's heart all of a sudden, accompanied by sadness, loneliness, and fear. No, now is not the time to be soft. The girl clenched her jaw in pain, leaning on the broken wall of the ruins, attempting to get up. You foul creature! Do you like this cage I prepared for you? The beast stared coldly at the injured girl, as if it understood her words. Suddenly, it howled into the air. Scorching flames poured down. It all happened so fast that the girl could only hide under a collapsed giant pillar. This wicked monster! Is it aware of my plan and trying to stop me from completing the formation? Before she could finish her words, the beast leaped down from the Colossus and landed right in front of her. No! Hey. The beast suddenly hammered its claw onto the girl, though missed. The airwave it raised still blew her away. This isn't over it. The girl's light blue dress was all stained with her own blood, but she still struggled to stand up. I am not the future empress, and I shall not fall here. The girl held her fan as a pen, dipped it into the blood, and started to draw a pattern on the ancient stone wall. Then some minor cuts. You evil beast! I shall seal you today and leave you here alive. The girl kept drawing the formation pattern with no pause, but the beast was not standing ideal either. The beast had only been toying with the girl as its prey, but at that moment, the girl became its enemy. It dashed fiercely towards the girl, and its two giant claws were about to crush her. Oh no! Click. Phew! Made it. Mr. Assassin, why are you? Probably because I am kind of person with determined persistence. That. Hey, Skipper, why didn't you wait for us? You can't just decide to go solo. Are you alright, Your Highness? You're hurt. Miss Iron Fist? Data? Why are you here? That sky lantern last night, wasn't it a distress signal that you sent to me, Your Highness? As far as I know, you're the only one in the world who knows how to make a sky lantern. You should thank her properly. If it wasn't her who found us earlier, Skipper and I might still be sleeping. Well, I'd be much more appreciative if she didn't treat me as a suspect and interrogated me for ages. Quit your whining. You got that cool sword from her as compensation. Isn't that enough? I thought you were on my side. Bah, you wish. That. Have you been traveling with these unmannerly people, Your Highness? That. Yes, they have always been noisy like this all along the way, but I kind of like them. Mr. Assassin, Miss Iron Face. That. Sorry about yesterday. I shouldn't. What was that? I couldn't hear you. This stupid cat is making too much noise. Huh? That is obviously a tiger. Alright, I guess you could say tigers are huge cats. Kongming, this one is the final beast, right? How long do you need to complete the formation? About half an hour. No, 15 minutes. If I give my best. Keep it distracted for 15 minutes? Sounds really challenging. Poof! This thing? This genius can handle it single-handedly. Hey, Skipper! Don't you hold me back. 15 minutes. I wonder if it'd be enough for me to chop up this hateful monster that hurt our princess. Rita suddenly appeared next to us with her giant sign to guard Kongming. I feel this woman is more dangerous. So this is the final fight. Let's buy some time for our little fortune teller. Please lead the empire to a bright future. I think you've there's missing an R here, guys. Mihoyo pa. I meant Mihoyo, okay? Your Highness. No problem. Leave it to me. 15 minutes is all I need to complete the formation and seal the beast. Well then, let's begin. Last time. Flames. Flames that devoured everything. In less than 15 minutes, the altar deep under the ocean turned into a sea of fire. The master of the flames was standing at the center of altar, throwing a victor's glance as its defeated foes. Damn it! That stupid cat! I'm so sorry, Your Highness. Please run for your life this instant. We all underestimated this beast. Even if we could dodge its non-stop flames, shower, and fire breath, the intertwining flames around its body could block the most of our attacks like an indestructible armor. Indestructible. Even worse, every time we attack, we'll be burned by the flames. It's an impossible battle from the beginning. Damn it! I almost finished it. I almost did. Damn it! Even with blurred vision, I still saw her flustered face. She was moving her pen faster and faster, but she knew clearly that there was no time left. The beast roared. Then the flames scattered across the altar started to move, merging into a giant fireball. Maybe it knew the girl was the biggest threat, or it only wished to snuff out anything that moved around the altar. That giant fireball started to fall slowly on the girl. Clang. You sick monster! Don't touch her! I'm your target. Leave her alone! I picked up the steel sword lying next to me and threw it at the beast with the very last shred of my strength. That weak throw might not even count as an attack, but it attracted the beast's attention. Mr. Assassin! Focus on your formation! The beast seemed to be irritated. After a furious roar, the huge fireball in the air started to fall on me. That's right, you stupid animal. You have to beat me before you go after her. But I already lost all strength to dodge any attack. The fireball was getting closer. Its heat and glare almost blinded me. All of a sudden, it's all gone. The heat, the glare, the air waves all gone. When I opened my eyes again, there was no more fireball. The manipulator of the fireball was being dragged into the space crack by some unseeable force. I skipped some minor steps and took a shortcut, but it should be enough to seal this evil beast. I think I did it. The girl forced a smile at me while maintaining the formation in a sweat. But the beast was also resisting the formation, crunching the ground despite that its lower body was caught. I might have simplified the formation a little too much. All of a sudden, the beast opened its huge mouth in which swirling flames formed in a blink. Move! Fortune teller! His breaths are no joke! Princess! Boom. A giant lance swooshed down from above, landing right in the face of the beast. That lance! General Durandal! Is it from above the sea? It's not enough. Still resisting. It is enough. Wait! T! She leaped high into the air with fierce electric charge bursting out of her iron fist. Time to unleash the final blow. Nuclear haymaker! Bang! With that deadly blow, she pressed the lance through the beast's huge mouth. The swirling flames exploded within the beast's mouth, inducing a temporary coma. You disgusting monster! Off you go! She threw herself at the beast with all strength. It shoved into the crack before it could regain consciousness. Now, fortune teller. Understood. The crack closed slowly and the temperature in the altar gradually returned to normal as the beast disappeared. But before we could take a breather, the entire altar began to shake violently. What's going on? Is there still enemy here? No, I think it's... Make a wish, my summoner. Oh. So this for right here, I'm gonna talk to my little brother and ask for the CG because I was so busy caught up doing houseworks. Alright. See you in the next video, guys. I recorded this on his so I recorded this on his PC and I didn't voice over this yet. So I just autoplay it and finish it quickly so I can put it on my hard drive and play it here on my laptop so I can record it. Okay, so I don't know the story, so we play this. Alright, play. This is... Oh, it's really you, Golem. How did you know my name? How did you know my name? Oh, I see. You are the one who has made a wish to me in the future. Well then, you cannot make a wish this time. You cannot. So, as you've already used your quota. Huh? I wish I never made that one. What is this thing, Mr. Assassin? Well, how do I explain? I suppose you can think of it as a wishing machine. You make a wish to it and it make you it come true. But, exactly. Make a wish, young monarch. Whatever you want, I'll make it true for you. My wish. Well, I wish for my empire and my subjects to enjoy peace and prosperity forever. But I know it's not realistic. Can you really make it happen? Oh no, she didn't. I understand. Huh? Peace and prosperity is already guaranteed with your two brilliant minds as the monarch and the grand chancellor. It's easy to make the peace and prosperity last for eternity. Just need you two to keep it running forever. Huh? From this moment, you two became immortal with no other greater interference. Your lives shall last eternally. As the Colossus spoke, numerous light spots drifted down on Coming and Rita from above. Your wish has been fulfilled. I shall go back to my slumber. Maybe fate will awake me again someday. Hang on, what just happened? It fell asleep again. Do you understand all this, Mr. Assassin? Well, it's indeed a powerful wishing machine that can make wishes come true, but it's also not very smart. So it means, yes, you and Rita are immortal now. I know, I'm shocked too. That's a surprising yet interesting development. Immortal, so it means I have infinite time to explore and study everything in the world? Even the distant future. Wait a minute, Mr. Assassin. Does that mean in the future, you and me... ... She guessed it. Well, she still get it eventually for not now, if not now. Shit. Well, actually, hang on, Skipper. We can tell her. We mess up the future. ... I understand. Miss Iron Fist, what's going on? Oh, just insufficient energy. Don't worry, it's also part of the history. Anyway, you shouldn't be chit-chatting now. Skipper, your history ends here. I understand. And? Are you leaving, Mr. Assassin? You are always this sharp, Kongming. You have always been. My deep gratitude to you for protecting our princess all the way. Are you sure you don't want to go back with us for a thank you baguette? People would love to meet their heroes. Tatatat. Tatatat. Let them go, Rita. Eh? For the past 3 years, we have been suffered the disturbances caused by the beasts. These visitors from another world are like ink drops in water. They've eventually disturbed the order of our world. Mr. Assassin and Miss Ironfist are good people, but if they go back with us and live in this world for long, I'm afraid the future will be interfered unpredictably. Okay. You've even calculated this far? Last night, I was fully determined to meet my destined ending. I thought I'd never see you again in my life, but here we are, and farewell is now due again. The girl hid a rather sad smile with her feather fan. At the moment of separation, I suddenly recalled some sense of despair hidden deep in my heart. I had seen her walking into boundless darkness for so many times. I felt a fear-driven urge and said, "Leave this place with me, Kongming." Huh? Oh. For a moment, utter astonishment glinted in the girl's eyes, which soon vanished behind her feathers fan. Okay, fuck you. Hi, sorry about that, Discord. She then responded with a gentle smile. Thank you, Mr. Assassin. Sorry, but I can't go with you. You have your future world, and I have my empire. Maybe there are countless hardships waiting ahead, but that's what I must go through as the Empress. So I can't just leave everything behind and go with you, Mr. Assassin. No matter what the future has in store, I will embrace it. Please have faith in me and yourself. Eh? You standing right here is the exact proof that nothing would go wrong in the future, isn't it? Wow, I'm speechless. You always grant me empathy. Empinani. Ah shit, I don't know. Well, it's me. You little assassin. Watch and learn. Tatadat. The moment of farewell came in silence regardless. I could never handle farewells. This is so hard. That. Farewell, princess. Mr. Assassin, we will meet again, right? That. If it's you, we'll meet in the future someday. After all, the key to that future is now in your hands. Eh? You said some big words. Sorry, T, for having to leave you here for a long time. If you really really feel sorry, just buy me a drink next. Before she could finish her words, she fell into a long sleep. That. Please take care of T, Kongming. That. No problem. Rita bowed to me, remaining silent. Well, see you in a far future. Farewell, princess. Consciousness, mapping terminated. The last words I could hear was the girl's gentle voice. Farewell, Mr. Assassin. 3 days later, the coronation. The time has come, Your Highness. We'll meet in the future someday. Your Highness? Oh, nothing. Let's go. In old year 73, the emperor died of the upheavals caused by the beast. Princess Kongming ascended the throne. She established the Emperor dynasty and announced general amnesty. Okay. Prince Kiana saw through the conspiracy of his counselor. He was created Shiksal Marquis and granted 7 northern castles for his exploits. Shit, I can't read fast. General Durandal, the pillar of the empire, declined Kongming's bestowments of 10 of fiefs and thousands of gold coins. She volunteered to defend the western border, never setting foot in the imperial capital for life. Oh. In Imperial Year 7, the benevolence ruler provided peace and prosperity for the empire. Chancellor Rita petitioned to honor Empress Kongming with the title of Grand Seeress. In Imperial Year 68, the northern barbarians began the colonies of Umbria. The Grand Seeress steered the retaliation herself, yet a prolonged illness befell her en route. In Imperial Year 69, the Grand Seeress outflanked the barbarians at River Valley, capturing their 7 kings alive, bringing all lands under her rule. In Imperial Year 72, the Grand Seeress visited the Abyssal Altar alone once more. She never returned, leaving Umbria to the regental rule of Chancellor Rita. Chancellor. In Imperial Year 937, wow, Shiksal Marquis, I don't know what that Norman numeral that's, I think that's 300, I don't know, fuck that, I'm gonna search it. It says that it's 31. Shiksal Marquis 31 revolted with the support of northern castles. The Marquis founded the breakaway Holy Shiksal Empire, which stalemate Umbria in Ivory Snowfield. Marquis. In Imperial Year 991, Umbria declared war on Shiksal. With the weather against them, they were defeated on Yangping trails. No Umbrian dared to touch upon the northern expedition again. Pirates pillaged the southern coastal cities of Umbria that year, capturing 13 ports, looting innumerable treasures. In Imperial year 997, the pirates united into Jormungand, dividing the realm with two other major powers. In Imperial year 998, Chancellor Rita attempted to seek out the Abyssal Altar, yet her search for a remedy for her empire ended in vain. By the end of the first Imperial millennium, the Abyssal Altar emerged, and saw the three kingdoms plague into endless chaos. Somewhere year 1001 of Imperial calendar. Forces rise and fall, empires come and go. It's the inevitable pattern of history, but the millennia-old empire shall not end today. It's a pity that we still needed heroes from another world to rewrite the empire's fate. Despite my genius plan, never mind. It's time to say farewell, my friend. Comment. The time is wrapped and formation is whole. The 7 stars shall shine and the gates shall open. Through the link I summon you. Through my form you shall heed me. Through Toro, strange, I have that finished in incanting. Scanting. It's the twins. To be continued.